Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you people doing here? Back again with another football video here. So here's my preview for one of the games tomorrow that I'm super excited about currently during this international break. It would have to be the Argentina and the Ecuador game. So that's what I'm going to talk about here in this video. Obviously, Argentina, they are the defending World Cup champions. They won the World Cup for the first time since 1986. And Ecuador, they are obviously the ultimate underdogs heading into this game. It's going to be a very interesting one, especially to see how Ecuador will be able to, perform against the defending World Cup champions. Because obviously, looking at the Ecuador national football team, Argentina, obviously, every time they've played each other, it seems like Argentina have that, upper advantage over Ecuador, especially, if you go back to Messi's incredible hat trick when he scored against them to help Argentina qualify for the 2018 World Cup and all that stuff. But yeah, for Argentina football, man, it's been a crazy, unbelievable year. Argentina, they made a crazy comeback, possibly the greatest football comeback story I've ever seen, especially after losing the 2014 final to Germany. For them to make a comeback like that and for every football fan to be able to witness that is, in my opinion, the greatest football story or the greatest football moment I've ever witnessed, especially the 2022 World Cup final, hands down, in my opinion, greatest World Cup final I've ever seen in my lifetime as a football fan. I personally would have to say it was, in my opinion, better than the 2010 World Cup final and the 2014 World Cup final. And just Messi, he's still suiting up for Argentina. And that's really what you have to respect about Lionel Messi is, if he wanted to, he could have already retired from the Argentina national football team, with that World Cup trophy finally added to his name. But Messi's still suiting up for Argentina week in and week out. And that's what you really have to admire about Messi, especially given all his performances with the Argentina national team. In my opinion, Messi, without a doubt, he's possibly greatest dribbler without a doubt of the 21st century. Nobody, in my opinion, had a better dribbling ability than Messi did. So yeah, Messi, I guess you could say he's like the Diego Maradona of the 21st century. Well, I take that back. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to disrespect Maradona here because obviously Maradona, he's a legend and all that, but, it's kind of hard to say whether Messi's a better footballer than Maradona is, just because, with Maradona, both him and Messi had identical traits. And I guess you could say that Lionel Messi, he's possibly like the closest resemblance we've seen to Diego Maradona, especially in the 21st century, because obviously 20th century had Maradona. Now the 21st century will be able to look back and say, wow, that Messi guy, he was something special, especially for in terms of his character. Because, when Argentina lost the 2014 World Cup final to Germany, if there is one thing that Messi posted on his Instagram that I find so inspirational, is him basically, posting the quote saying, "A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of a sheep." And the fact that Messi was able to put aside, that 2014 World Cup and final loss in the 2018 World Cup not semifinal, I think it was the round of 16 when Argentina lost to France. I'm talking about going back to 2018 World Cup knockouts. And for Messi just to use all that as extra motivation just really says a lot about his leadership and, about his captaincy on the football pitch and just the, impact Messi has on the football pitch, especially for Argentina. Because, Argentina, going back to the 2022 World Cup, they lost 2-1 to Saudi Arabia. And there was extra pressure on Messi and for Argentina to perform. And then, Messi just came out of nowhere and carried Argentina to that World Cup final victory. And honestly, if there's one player that deserves as much credit as Messi does, in my opinion, it would have to be Emi Martinez, especially that clutch save he made to deny France a potential game winner. That, in my opinion, is the greatest save in football history that I've personally ever witnessed in my life as a football fan. I personally think it was way better than, Buffon's save against Zidane's header in the 2006 World Cup final, because the first World Cup memory I have really was the 2006 one when Italy won it. And then you had Spain 2010, Germany 2014, France 2018, and now Argentina 2022. So yeah, this is going to be one of those games where I'm just going to say Argentina. I think they have the advantage here over Ecuador because obviously Argentina, they are the more experienced team. So I'm personally going to say 3-1 for Argentina. I think it's going to be another one of those games where Messi is going to score a hat trick and all that stuff. And yeah, man, just looking back at Argentina's World Cup run was just the greatest World Cup run I personally have ever witnessed, and I don't think there will be ever any World Cup run better than that, than Argentina just defying, well, then Argentina making that insane comeback and rebounding from a World Cup loss 8 years prior. That is just goes to show you here how Messi's just his impact that he's made, not just for Barcelona, but for Argentina. Messi, I guess you could say that he, in my opinion, had the greatest impact on the football pitch as a football player in the 21st century, just because of just that one thing he was able to do, that memory he was able to create in Qatar for every other football fan, that every football fan, that will be able to cherish that forever, because World Cup victories are forever, regardless of what people want to say. Messi, Argentina, defending World Cup champions, can't wait for this game tomorrow. Let me know what you think about it. See ya.